Welcome back to Sales Made Easy. It's your friend in sales and marketing fundamentals, Devon Gall. We're back with another one of our leadership meetings here. This is for leaders, this is for managers, this is for people that are running teams. And what we're going to learn today is a simple question, all right? This is a question that was taught to me a long time ago. The question you ask yourself before you do anything is, does this make money? All right? Directly or indirectly, does this make money? So, meaning, is this good for the business or is this busy work? All right? So if it's good for the business, we want to do it. So we'll just kind of go back and forth here and learn a little bit about and keep asking ourselves this question. Is this good for the business? Does this make money? So yes, new customer, new client acquisitions, of course, that makes you money. That's directly making you money. How do you improve your new client acquisitions? How do you improve your new customer acquisitions? Being focused on processes. Being focused, process focused, all right? What does not make you money? Obsessing over KPIs, obsessing over key performance indicators, metrics, deep diving continuously and endlessly into the data, all right? This is outcome focused, all right? If you just think of this on a human level, right? You have a medium performing rep on your team, right? Great dude, you love him. Great girl, you love them, they're awesome, you want to help them. It's just telling them they're not doing enough over and over and over every single day. Is that helping them? Just pulling it out, pulling the data out and saying, here's the data, you're not doing enough. Is that helping that person? I don't think so. I'm not saying don't do KPIs, I'm not saying that, but don't be so focused on the outcome. Find a way to improve their process. All right? They're not going to always be able to figure it out on themselves. Some people might. Some people can take that harsher criticism and be like, you know what, I don't want to hear this anymore. I'll figure it out on my own. But most people, they need new processes. So just be more process focused instead of outcome focused. New hires, new hire training, all right? There's two ways to train a new hire, the right way and every other way, right? What's the right way? Keeping it simple. Keeping it super simple. Most of these businesses we're in, there is details. There's the weeds, as we call them. You get into the weeds and all the details of all the deals and this, that, the other thing. You're going to confuse the new hire. The more information you give the new hire, the more they're going to forget. Okay? So you need to boil it down to what is necessary. What does this person really need to have to be successful? What are the key fundamental things for this new hire that they absolutely must know to be able to get deals and get them the right way, right? Here's the wrong way to do this. No, this does not make money. Overloading your new hire with information. Dumping the entire textbook on them. Giving them every single detail about every single thing. Okay? They're going to be confused. They're already scared because they're in a new position. They're already a little bit more timid usually. And now you're giving them so much info that they can't keep up. And remember, the new hire doesn't know this is important, this is not important. They just know I have all this info. And they want me to have all this info because they gave it to me, right? So make sure you have a very simplified new hire onboarding process so they can acclimate. They're going to learn. They're going to learn over time the more stuff, the less important stuff, okay? Maybe you think it's important, but you got to really ask yourself, is it important for the sale? Is it important for maintaining a good image and compliance for the business and the product and the service? Because if it's not, you shouldn't teach the new hire it. All right? Spend your time building leaders. This makes money. This is more indirect making money. But spend your time with top performers and retrain them. Retrain's not a bad thing, okay? Retrain is you're helping them understand the bigger picture. You're helping them understand the next steps, the next level, all right? Building your leaders is never going to be a bad move, all right? Duplicating yourself, you're a top performer, you're an above average performer, you want to duplicate that. Is everybody going to be getting leadership training? Probably not. Okay, definitely not. Next thing is talking about your people's goals with your people. This one's huge for me. Is I'm constantly asking people what their goals are and why they're here. Because I know it's not. Because I know why I'm here, why I'm working. It's not because I love work, okay? Yeah, I know why you're working. You're working so hard. You're out there making sales. You're working extra hours. It's not because you love to work, because you're obsessed with working or you're obsessed with Megacorp's vision. It's because you have goals. But as a leader, you got to kind of take a step back and shine the spotlight on your person, all right? Because your goals will happen if you can help all your team or parts of your team achieve their goals. The more people on your team you can help achieve their goals, right? A rising tide raises all ships. Everyone achieving their goals, your goals are automatically going to happen. Now on the flip side, if you only talk about your goals, if I'm Mr. or Mrs. teammate on your team, I don't care about you getting a new boat or something. I don't care about you getting a new car so much. It's cool to see some of those high things in the future that are like those higher achievements in the future that might be down the road for me as an entry-level rep. I do want to see some of that, but I also don't want to hear about it every single day. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on what I need to do in my life, right? So being me versus you, big difference here. Recruiting, right? This sales, marketing, new hires, they're the lifeblood, all right? They're keeping the energy always new. You always want to recruit. You're always building that team, finding that next person. Because recruiting it's a law of averages, right? LOA. You're going to hire 10 people. One's your superstar. You're not going to hire 10 superstars out the gate. You want to. You look at all this and all the stars align on paper, but once the rubber meets the road and they're out in the trenches with you, you start finding out who these people really are. You're going to find one superstar for every 10 new hires, right? So that means you got to constantly hire if you want to build a team of superstars. Critical conversations, one-on-ones. Spending time with your people in person. Now, critical conversation doesn't mean being critical with that person. It does and it doesn't. It means being critical in the right way. The build, break, build formula, that's a great way to do it. But you don't want to just sit there and critique them and be extra critical about every single little detail, right? There's an 80-20 rule. You spend 80% of your time with the top 20%, and you spend the other 20% of your time with the other 80% of your people. That's how you maximize, all right? The sad reality is the 80% of people that are just around, you can spend all the time in the world with them, and you can give everybody equal time and equal attention. They're not going to change. There's so few rare instances where that person who's at the bottom all of a sudden starts showing up on time, all of a sudden starts caring, all of a sudden has a notebook, all of a sudden, it doesn't happen, all right? If they're not invested, if they don't care, now if they're giving 100% right off the bat and they're not doing great, yeah, spend time with that person. That's a person you want to spend time with. But a person that doesn't care, doesn't show effort, they've been around for a while, they're just floundering, they have an excuse every single time why they don't have their notebook, like, don't spend time with that person. It's a waste of your time. You're wasting your own time. So critical conversations with the right people. These two are going to put this all together here. instead of doing that one-on-one critical conversation, having that heart-to-heart, understanding your person's needs, what their goals are, understanding what they're doing great, what their opportunities to improve are. Instead of doing that one-on-one, you send emails, you send memos, you send group text messages, or you have people fill out surveys, or you have conference calls without a message, right? You're just wasting time. You're just wasting time. You're wasting their time. You're wasting your time. This is the big thing I see with a lot of teams and a lot of leaders that aren't high-performing leaders, is they do a bunch of busy work. They fucking write so many emails, and nothing happens. But I mean, like, things are getting done, I guess, but not productive things, all right? So they have conference calls, they're non-stop conference calls, right? But what's a conference call? It's not one-on-one. It's not, you're not able to really truly understand that top performer, that above average performer's needs, and you're basically just sitting there with a megaphone and just saying, here's this business update, right? If I'm a rep, I'm not really like digging it. The more breakfasts, the more lunches, the more dinners you can do with your people, take them out for a coffee, take them out for a donut, whatever. Take them out for a sandwich, take them out for lunch. It doesn't have to be a steak dinner. It can be. It doesn't have to be. It can be little. You can take them out to Starbucks, take them out to Panera Bread or something, whatever. Like, the more time you can spend, because this is, you do breakfast, lunches, dinners, you're going to be able to have more critical conversations. You're going to be able to have more goal-oriented conversations, right? And you're also showing the person that you care about them, right? So the more you can do this, the better, right? Versus like bogus incentives. What's a bogus incentive? Well, if you've had a sales job, you've done marketing, you've probably got some bogus incentives before. I mean, it's cool getting your little Nike shirt with the company logo on it the first 10 times, but you know, how long can that really last to keep giving out t-shirts with the company logo? How motivated are top performers when their closets are already full of your little t-shirts and your little hats? How motivated? Some people still are, some people enjoy it, some people, I don't know how they can, but they do. But very few top performers, because I've been in the business, I've been around top performers, okay? They don't care. That's a bogus incentive, and it's just so empty. It's so empty, right? Give them a gift card to a steakhouse to take their family out. Give them some movie tickets to take their friends out. Give them something, you know, real, something fun, something like worth fighting for, right? I'm not going to go fight to the death for a water bottle with the company logo on it, all right? So, redundant administrative tasks. This is where you're sitting there deep diving your CRMs over and over and over. You're just focused on KPIs and metrics, and you're looking at percentages and this and that. And like, the reality is, there's 100 ways to drive the ball to the hoop, or 100 ways to skin a cat. Somebody told me not to use that term anymore. I guess they don't skin cats anymore. But the reality is, like, is someone doing good? Maybe they don't have the great percentage conversions or whatever, but they have high volume and the overall outcome's still amazing, right? But their percentages are like crap. Why are you going to tell them? Like, just focus on the amazing part. Don't tell them the percentages are crap. This is getting like too into the weeds with like the metrics and the KPIs. Like, is the person good or not? Are they making sales or not, right? So don't get stuck into these redundant administrative like percentages and stuff. It's not it. It's not where your money, not where you're going to make money by downplaying your people that are doing amazing. Maybe they're not doing amazing like how, you know, oh, this certain average percentage person is supposed to do this average percentage, blah blah blah. Who cares? It's the overall end outcome. Team events. It's fun. It's fun to work at this team. It's fun. We go out and we do stuff. We go play darts. We go to bowling, right? I'm not a big bowling fan, but we're getting together. We're going out for dinner. We worked really hard. We're gonna go out for a big dinner. We're gonna go out to the arcade or something. We're gonna go do a hike together. All right. So it's fun. We work hard. We play hard. Now for top performers, we're talking like the people that are really top performing. You know, you're running a business. You really want to take care of these people. You want to take them out for that really nice dinner. Maybe you want to buy them something nice. Maybe you want to fly them to Mexico. I don't know. Whatever you're doing. You do want to take care of your really top performers, your top 10%. You work hard, you play hard. The people that are killing it, you want to make sure they're taken care of. You want to make sure they love working here because that person pays you dividends, right? So, love seeing that. Big team events versus just an office where it's just, we just work here, we just go to work here. But it's also part of the bogus incentives. I want to get back to that, like having like a ping pong table at your office or something. It's like, yeah, that's cool or whatever if I'm fresh out of college, but if I'm here to make money, I don't really care about your stupid ping pong table in your office, okay? So, what are the incentives to work for working for your company? And are they really something that's going to make a top performer get excited, right? It ain't ping pong. Ping pong ain't it, all right? I like ping pong, but I'll play it on my own time. Focused office time versus unfocused office time. When I go and have an office, like the office is great. That's where people learn, right? It's 80% learning happening out there in the office, 20% fun. But you don't want to sit there and have an 8-hour office. You don't want to have a 6-hour office, a 6-hour long office, and you're just having office. I've been to office meetings where they didn't know how to fill space, so they started playing freaking rock paper scissors or something. It's like, why am I here, right? And my reps, my team are like asking me, why were we there? Why did we do that? And I don't know what to tell them. It wasn't my idea, but no, why are you spending time in the office if you're not learning and getting better, right? If you're not laser focused on doing, because you're cutting into field time. You're cutting into commissions. You're cutting into these people's paychecks. Your team, your killers, your top 10, 20%, they're literally losing thousands of dollars every hour, 2 hours, 3 hours they're spending in that office. So is that office time really worth it? Have the office time, but make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's focused. You got a message. You're showing people exactly what they need to learn and what they need to know. And then get out of there, right? Get to the field. The last one is simplifying processes. As a leader, we have to exist within the systems, right, that we're in. But the simpler you can make your processes for your people, the easier it is for them to understand, the easier it is for them to execute. You're not going to make money by overcomplicating the process, okay? Keep it simple. Don't kill it. Don't keep it long and lengthy. So that's it. Just wanted to share this very simple question you ask yourself: how to run a successful team, how to run a successful business is, does this make money? Does this make money directly or indirectly? So appreciate you coming down. Thank you so much. Tell me, like, comment, subscribe, and tell me if you agree or disagree. All right? Love seeing the comments. Take care.